and he says since WWE has the U.S. title, and defended weekly with a 10 to 15-minute time limit, as it was one time on Georgia Championship Wrestling. And he says, kudos to Billy Corgan for shelling out the big bucks to Dave Milliken for the classic style of the belt. All right, I don't know anything about that last part. Will, did you happen to see any of the pay-per-view?
I didn't watch any of the pay-per-view. I followed results, and I'm hoping this week that I'm able to catch up and go back and watch the pay-per-view, actually.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know where this fits in. I had that same thought. Okay, I don't know that you need a third men's singles championship in the NWA, especially when the women's championship doesn't feel like it's all that valuable right now. I would be more focused on making that title feel important. And for that matter, the national championship. I thought they took a step forward with the national championship at the pay-per-view, just having a good competitive match. But, I don't know where the TV title fits in the pecking order, and I would guess that it's only going to be defended on TV. Well, that's all of their events, basically. I know they've had like one pop-up event, and they will book out their talent to work indie shows, but it does feel a little bit strange, but it was cool to see the TV title back again. I didn't recognize the national championship, but I definitely recognized the TV title that they used on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a beautiful belt. It'll be nice to see that on TV again, and I think NWA is I think design-wise they're really nailing the aesthetic of. I think I saw someone online call it glow for dads. But essentially, they're nailing the aesthetic of we're going to produce a modern but nostalgic wrestling show, and they're nailing the nostalgia elements. I think the modern stuff is nice. It's a really basic show, and with that, with what the NWA is doing, it's really fun. The TV title, I could see being an attraction on TV every week. You put it in the main event sometimes, and it gives them a little bit of variety as far as what talent they're featuring when it comes to, the world title, the national title, the women's title, the TV title, and the tag title. You could put any of those in the main event of an episode of Power. It makes it so you don't have to overwork talent at those tapings. I think it'll work. I'm curious to see who holds it, how they do it, because that, producing regular 10-minute entertaining matches is a bit of an art form, and not many wrestlers have practiced doing it these days, especially at that level. You get a lot of wrestlers who are great 20-minute match indie wrestlers, but, that 10-minute match it's hard, and you got to have the right champion holding that belt to make every 10-minute match matter.
Definitely. Kevin from San Diego, a .NET member, checks in. He says, San Diego is the real home of the Chargers. And he says, I'm going to blame their bad luck.
They can
on
have
holding
them.
Their games. I say again, Will?
They can have them. I live down the street from Chargers headquarters, and I can say, no one cares.
Yeah, it's really a shame, and they're locked into that lease. They never should have left. I think it's a shame to see the Raiders leave Oakland, but I think they're going to do just fine in Vegas. But, oh, my God, what a mess this is. That place was, and it's not just the Viking fan, but it was just flooded with Viking fans. It was like a home game for the Vikings. I know the Packers did the same thing out there. It's ridiculous.
It's every game. It is,
and it's going to get worse in the new stadium.
That people don't like. Yeah. Oh, it'll be so much worse. Put a team, because the Vikings, I get